Scho-Zone live. It's a little blackjack session going right now. It's Thursday night, which means, we got probably a shitty football game going on. I have an idiot. I took the Rams tonight. They're down 7-0. Not saying that means anything. Just kind of a hunch play. That was the stink line of the game. The Vikings only being 3-point favorites on the road on a Thursday nighter. Seems like the logical, pick was to take them, but I mean, that's usually the wrong way to go about things, especially when Matthew Stafford might be auditioning for his new job. That'll be something we kind of consider, but nobody in here for right now. But we're gonna do the usual thing, buy in for 100, get out when we get to 2. The original 100 I started this week off. I've had a lot of fun with this. You notice the haircut I got. That was from my profits from the one day. Actually, I don't think I filmed that. Down to 75, I had another thing I won, but then I also had some good luck with soccer on the pitch, which is crazy because I haven't really been weighing as much attention, but Europa League, Champions League, you can find some opportunities. So let's go. Let's buy in for 100, get out with 2, see what happens. If I'm not feeling it, always get out before I get to 0 if I can. So let's go. Get the card in. And we are going to this coffee I use with points I've been doing for this. I was planning on saving those for some free plays. It's one of those weird things. Do I want to get to the point where I get to the next tier? I don't know. But let's go a hundo in. And let's rock. Okay, turn the speed down, obviously. Turn the volume down. My little dumb superstitions. Okay, we got somebody live. Thank you for joining me. Like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff here. All right, a double down to start off with. All right, that's how it's going to go. All right. Quick,
You have 4 or 14.
All right. Let's get dumb.
Double down.
All right, let's go. Get rewarded. Right back to even, just like that. How about it? So yeah, World Series, we're going to have lucky ladies. If I was playing with a certain blackjack crew, that would mean some wild stuff. Again, you do not split those. We're going to stand. I almost just hit double down, so I need to focus. Ooh, what a kick in the dick that was. That should have been a $20 hand anyways. Oh, I definitely should have been a $20 hand. All right, well, we got to let that 12. We don't want to have those uneven numbers. Let's roll with it. All right. All right, there we go. Let's go. We're at the 124. Fuck, let's press it. All right, probably going to be back to even on this. All right, if you're going to do it to me hard. Back to our $10 bets here. Okay, everybody, thank you for joining. Like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. You're in the Scho-Zone live blackjack session. Again, the objective here, we buy in for 100. We get out if we get to 200. And if I'm not feeling it, I probably leave at 50. All right. We had a quick up 24. We made a little move there. All right.
You have 60. You have 17.
Yep, right in the face we go with that one there. I keep meaning to sign up for Twitch. Apparently this is the better format for this, but I like putting stuff out on the YouTube channel. All right, normally I get into trouble with 8s against 3s if you've been watching this, but we have to split this. Of course we get that, so here comes my shitty double down. Of course. And there's another double down. We're going to get fucked on this one. Yep. Oh, that was a rough one. That should probably be my sign to go. We're at 50, but Mama didn't raise no quitter. Let's give it a shot here.
You have 6 or 16. You have 7 or 17.
Yeah, we're done splitting 8s. I think it's just going to be... Wow. And then here comes the bus card.
You have 18.
And if I do this just to push, if they turn over an ace... Oh, wow. There we go. One my way. So the World Series, we're going to go with a $15 hand here. Try and make some shit happen.
You have 9 and 19.
I'm just going to stand on that.
All
right, and just like that, we're kind of back into this. We're going to repeat the 15. I got the Dodgers, and I'll have a bunch of reasons why.
Insurance?
Don't give it to me. Yep, of course, there it is, but insurance is a scam. Never going to play that one. Let's take a sip of the coffee, regroup. All right. Of course, we got a 21 there. Let's do the hit.
You bust.
Yeah, right there we go.
Place your bets, please. You don't have
We might get out of here at 25, actually, just to kind of save a little face.
You have 80. Zero bust.
All right,
Place
there we
your
go.
bets, please.
Let's see, if we get back to 100, we might just call this a victory today. Some absolute shit hands here. Again,
You
the
have 15.
big hand that I had just didn't fall my way.
Dealer has 21.
Of course, I had to hit that extra. You know, I heard this guy that says he plays no bust blackjack, where you just don't hit if you have a chance to bust. I didn't have a chance to bust there, of course, but
Dealer has 21.
this is just, yeah, no, this is the time to get out of here, probably. We're going to do one last $10 hand. This is,
You have 7. You have 12.
and this will be the one that all she wrote.
You have 80. Dealer has 7.
Wow.
Place your bets, please.
How about that one? Let's go. They're going to give me the shitty double hand, split hand probably here.
You have 12.
No, we got to just sweat this one out here. This has been awful for everyone watching this time.
Dealer has 19.
Of course the dealer has 19. You know what? We're just not feeling it today. We're going to get out. I'll do my World Series summary. That was absolutely abysmal. Again, we had one real big hand there. Well, again, we got up the quick 24 there. I played the $24 hand, probably a mistake, but I thought maybe we can make a little run with it. Get in and out real quick. Didn't really work out that way. But the Rams scored, so at least we got that going for us. And if they could happen to win by 1-6, that would also be ideal. Just get it back in different ways, but, you know, kind of needed to blow off a little bit of the proverbial steam, and then I'll start talking about my World Series. So again, the Dodgers, you know, it's one of those things that I started off where I was actually interested in the Yankees beforehand, and then when I started looking more, because I was not a huge fan of the idea of betting on a team that was going to have Jack Flaherty as their ace. But then I started looking in a little deeper, and Jack Flaherty's struggles really come on the road. Now, how much you bet on the Rams? I've got $50 on the money line on them, which I got boosted on FanDuel, so nothing crazy. If I hit that, I'll be ahead on the night, obviously. But by a very small amount. If they win by 1-6, that'll be even better. Again, we had a little lovely stretch on the pitch there, which I wasn't really paying attention to, but Einhert, Frankfurts, whatever the hell they are, they got that. Thank you, Ricardo. If you're not already a member here or a subscriber, like, subscribe, share, comment. Again, all the douchebag stuff that a podcast host says. We'll also people that are interested in the blackjack, but again, some World Series analysis. Jack Flaherty, I know that I've been very critical of him, that he's not a big game pitcher. But, you know, we started doing a little bit of thinking, and I'll give the credit to Bill Simmons on this one. Again, he's a bit of a Yankee hater. He's a Red Sox guy. But he made the good points, is that I've been following Yankee fans all year. And Yankee fans have not been happy with the way that their team looked. And, there we go, got a like here, appreciate that. Yankee fans weren't happy with the way their team looked all year. They watched them. I have good friends that are doing this. Anybody on my Twitter, my local proximity to New York City, which is only like 200 miles away, I think, or something like that. Maybe not even that much. But they, everyone was not big on the roster. Orioles kind of fell apart, made life a little easier on them. I had the Yankees pegged pretty well during the season. I said that they were going to win. So I had them at about, their over-under was 93.5 wins. I said they would go under. They won a half game over. But I did say they would win the Central. That was kind of my cover on there. A moment that sticks out to me, and some people have been critical of this, but, you know, Garrett Cole, in the big moments, I guess you would say, it was just one of those, you know, obscure things. He had an at-bat against Rafael Devers where he intentionally walked him, and that just kind of just stood up to me a little bit. And also I started thinking about his World Series performance against the, you know, he gave it the home run to Juan Soto and whatnot. When he was with Houston, you know, it kind of concerns me a little bit. Jack Flaherty obviously gives me the reason for concern, but, you know, it's a home road thing, I think, a little bit. He did pitch well against the Mets now. Again, I was even kind of making excuses for him doing well in that game. And he, you know, ended up making a fool of me by pitching 7 scoreless, which still means him still having a 7.04 ERA despite that is a little bit concerning. The Dodgers have the better bullpen. Looking at the numbers, and again, this is a weird thing. Freddie Freeman is compromised. He hits Cole well. Mookie Betts hits Cole well. The one guy that's a real wild card, who's been really a hard guy to forecast the entire time, has been Kiki Hernandez. If you look at his numbers against both Carlos Rodon and Garrett Cole, pretty fucking good. He's got like a 1,100 something OPS against Cole. He's got like a 2,500 OPS against Rodon. That's not in a small sample size, by the way. Plus, you consider his postseason success. I saw that he was a 28-1 favorite, or 28 not favorite, but 28-1 long shot to win the MVP. I feel like that's not a bad bet, all things considered. I've done worse with $2,800 plus 2,800. I did have the Royals plus 2,200 to win their division. That was a fun summer. I actually ended up cashing out a little bit of it, making a little profit off of that. Part of the reason I think the Dodgers are the pick in this World Series is because I did originally at one point when DraftKings offered, after they signed Ohtani, they give you a boost to get the Dodgers at 10-1 odds in the World Series. At some point during the middle of the year, I did the dumb thing of I hit the cash out button on that one. Didn't think the Dodgers had what it takes. And that is always something that has fucked with me. And we got some foreign language. Do I like chicken parm? Who doesn't like chicken parm? If you don't like chicken parm, I probably don't trust you, to be honest with you. The coffee is delicious. It's decaf, though, because too much caffeine makes me a crazy person. Believe it or not, I'm not on caffeine. I'm just this high-wired. Hello, we got somebody here. You're speaking a couple different languages, but your subscriptions are all just your subscribing is all equal no matter what. So like, subscribe, comment, tell everybody wherever you are that this is the generosity at its finest. So we get the Cole matchup, Cole Flaherty. Then in game 2 we get Rodon Yamamoto. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, Malia. We did have a very, very Yamamoto did have a good start against the Yankees. Again, the Yankees usually do struggle the first time they see somebody, which is Jack Flaherty. If his overall numbers against some Yankees, it's really Trent Grisham that's killed him, and John Birdie had a triple against him, but that's just one at bat. Anthony Rizzo has some great numbers against him, and with Anthony Rizzo, that was probably numbers when he was in the Cubs before the concussion, which he's kind of been a shell of himself since then. So that makes me not feel as bad about Flaherty, plus the bullpen, and I think that maybe the people are going to be a little tight. We have noticed. Aaron Judge seems to be a clutch performer. But is he, he still has not really done as much. Where I think that the Yankees are going to get a little bit of trouble is at the catcher position, because they have to decide, do they want to have Austin Wells in the lineup, where that could be just like they're giving a free out every other inning or every 2 innings. Or, they're going to basically be playing with 8 hitters the way Austin Wells has been going. Or do they have Lee Trevino, or not Lee Trevino, whatever Trevino's name is. I said Lee Trevino because I was thinking of the golfer. But Trevino is a terrible defensive catcher, and I do not know Russian. I barely speak English, if you know. Anthony, ask your question. Go ahead. I'll be talking, but I'll read your question while you're doing it. If he is going to be catching, that's going to be a license to run. I'm not even kidding this. I bet you I could steal a base on him, not just, I do have some wheels to me, even though I'm a 39-year-old man. But if you're going to get Ohtani out there, Betts out there, Tommy Edman out there running the bags, that's going to make for an interesting thing. Also, I don't think the Yankees quite have a great defensive lineup. And the Yankees also have been prone to making some base running errors. Let's face it, the Dodgers have been mashing and scoring a bunch of runs. The Yankees have been struggling with who they've been playing. I'm an EMT. Am I okay? I'm absolutely awesome. Little Brock Lesnar. That's you want to call him a very, very little Brock Lesnar, I guess I would say. So all of this kind of piled into one. Again, I do think that Game 5 will be a spot that I'm going to be looking to hammer the shit out of the Yankees in Yankee Stadium. Jack Flaherty might cry on the mound during that game. He's not meant to pitch in that environment. But I think at Dodger Stadium, he's going to be okay. Anthony, what would be wrong with me, I guess I would ask if you're an EMT? Is it because I'm talking really fast? That's just kind of how I get down. I just let things fly. There's, they don't really pass through a filter. From the head, out of the mouth they go, or maybe they're from the heart, who knows? But the ground game, I think, is big. Again, Kiki Hernandez having the great odds he does. And I think that, Ohtani, he has had his struggles in New York City. He seems to overcome most of his struggles. And also, I plan on recording a little bit later today all the idiots that, are posting that meme about him, making money, going to the World Series because he bet on them on DraftKings. You just don't know how to read. You're just admitting you didn't read illegal reports. You believe everything that you're told. You're probably going to vote for Kamala Harris, and that's just, whatever. That's, hopefully there's not too many of you. That's I probably shouldn't have said all that, but, what the hell, we're just letting it fly. So, yeah, we're at about almost coming. We'll wrap this up around 15 minutes right now. You look like a more human version of Brock Lesnar. Well, thank you very much. That's one of the nicest things ever said to me, Pete. I like to think I'm pretty, human guy. I have all my warts and all, and if you listen to some of my episodes on there, I have no problem getting into those. And with the former life I have, and honestly, the current life I have maybe isn't even the greatest, but, that's for another day. But doing this has been a good outlet for me to make me feel better. Obviously, we get some people in here that like me. Some people are a bunch of haters, but those people probably kind of suck anyways, too. So we're going with the Dodgers in 6, taking a flyer on Kiki Hernandez. And, sorry, this isn't a personal thing with the Yankees. It's just the more I looked at it, the more I liked it. yeah, I can't believe this. I'm actually backing a team that's going to start Jack Flaherty game 1. That doesn't sound very good. But on the other side of things, the Yankees, they beat the Guardians and the Royals, and they had to kind of scrape along. They didn't win as convincingly as I would like them to make me feel better about them taking the Dodgers, who have been scoring in absolute bunches and are riding a wave. And also, you got the sentimental thing. The great Fernando Valenzuela passed away. Fernando Valenzuela, put it this way, it's like when Lynn's Sanity happened, only he was actually really, really good for a more extended period of time. And Lynn's Sanity, that I'm referring to Jeremy Lin in his stretch with New York, but he did take a big city going, and I think that's going to be a big thing. Another thing that's kind of going too is that I don't think playing in Yankee Stadium is intimidating when the average fan can't afford to fucking go to the game, unless they're going to be mortgaging their future, which is what you kind of have to do just to be in the stadium. But the guys who are going to be sitting close to the field, it's not like old Yankee Stadium where that place just had that echo from the concrete. The people that are going to be close to the game there are going to be a lot of people with a lot of money that maybe aren't the most rowdy group. So who knows? Again, Dodgers in 6. Kiki Hernandez. Everybody, thank you for tuning into the Scho-Zone Live. I got to get home now and talk to somebody very, very important. And we're going to watch the rest of this Rams game. So thank you everybody for tuning in. And, I got only a little bit left of the Blackjack this week. Looks like that might be coming to an end anyways, because time is just, I don't have 24 hours in a day is just simply not enough. And I'll leave it at that. Have a good one, everybody.